Primero comencé a protegerlas como un mandato, pero cuando entendí que tenía elección de dejar todo esto, cuando comprendí que podía irme a otro lugar completamente diferente, hoy te puedo confesar con el corazón en la mano que lo hago porque elijo hacerlo. Elijo protección, elijo la conservación, elijo mi legado, elijo ser el director de Fundación Yepes.
Guardians. The filmmakers were really clever in how they split this into chapters. So I loved the quote at the beginning, how they started it, and the cinematography was really good. They did a nice job with that. The interviews, though, were my favorite. I mean, it was nice getting a chance to listen to each individual talk. And, you know, the gentleman who his calling was protecting those sea turtles. I mean, that was wonderful. And all of the underwater photography, that was breathtaking. And protecting the coral reefs. And we all see the effects of climate change. And this film really puts a spotlight on areas that need to be protected right now. So all the information was fantastic in this. They did a really good job making it interesting, educational, and just fascinating.
Guardians. I really enjoyed this because it looked at different ways that you can get involved and make a difference. It looked at, different ways to be, an environmentalist, and they all three made such a big difference, but they did it in very, very different ways, very, very different types of environments. And I think that it did a really great job of showing you that when, you're sticking up for nature, when you are getting involved, it can look different depending on where you're at, and that's completely okay. That all of these different types of environments need people to stick up for them, and need people to get involved, and need people to, be their kind of guardians. And whether it's, on the beach with sea turtles, or whether it's in the oceans themselves, or whether it's in the forest, or whether, it's wherever, nature exists, I think this did a great job of showing three very, very different ways of sticking up for nature and sticking up for your environment. And it was really informative, but I liked that they showed how all of these three people are doing it from different backgrounds and doing it for, seemingly different personal reasons, but their same point that all of them are doing is they're doing this for nature, and they're doing this because of their own passion and their own drive, and it's specific to them, but they all stand for the exact same thing, even though they're doing it in three very, very different ways. And I think it's just a great message to show that how you get involved, how you do what needs to be done, or do your best, or, any of those kind of phrases, it doesn't have to look like anybody else, and it can still be just as impactful. That, as long as you're kind of doing your best, and, that is such a great and powerful message that, nature needs as many helpers, as many guardians as it can get, and it's all forms of nature. It's not just, what you see in the media, it's every form that you can find, essentially, and I think that's such a powerful and great message.
This documentary, Guardians, is about the conservationists and environmental activists who help to protect endangered species and protect animal habitats, and specifically for this film, keep the coast and tropical areas clean and safe for animals. I didn't realize just how dangerous it is in some areas for activists, and in Mexico there's been so many fights ending in murders because of the protection of these animals and coasts. The work that they do is clearly very noble, and their passion for this is so inspiring to see, especially with how they have created these programs that inspire others to care, and it educates them and offers them ways to help as well and make a difference. I think the style of interview, along with the beautiful views, was a great way to catch viewers' eyes and it kept us interested throughout the film.